And we're back with a new series, this time new Marvel series. We've only just finished the last one, but a new Marvel series, and it is Miss Marvel. Yes, derivative from Captain Marvel, but yeah, this is Miss Marvel, brand new series. Short story, I knew an actress who works in theatres who wanted to play this role, and I was kind of upset when she didn't get it, so yeah. But I believe her name is Sophia Ingar. I believe that's her name. But yeah, she loved this character. She loves this character, and she wanted to play her, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But yeah, so sad. But from the looks of it, we've got a decent actress. I've heard good things about this show. It's obviously finished now. It's been finished for a while, but I've heard good things about this show. I've heard it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm just going to go see where it leads to, and obviously I've got my Miss Marvel pop out here with her in her final costume, and let me just say, it looks great. And before you say, oh, this is spoiled it for you, listen, I've seen this suit for a while. Set photos came out years ago about this suit, so yeah, this pop didn't spoil it for me. But yeah, I know the suit. But yeah, once again, being introduced to a new character in Marvel. I know little bits about her because I've seen clips from the Avengers game that came out that wasn't so well received, but yeah, I want to see more about this character. I know she's a Muslim character, which is a new one for the MCU, and I know her power is it's like Mr. Fantastic. It's like she can stretch and make herself bigger. So I wonder how they're going to tackle that at all in this series. Although from the looks of it, from when I saw the trailer, because I did see the trailer, you can see the reaction to it on my YouTube channel. You can see the reaction to it on this YouTube channel, because this review will be going on YouTube. But when I saw it, it looked like it was some sort of like energy thing, as opposed to like her actual arms in beginning. So yeah, that might make more sense, considering Inhumans are kind of a thing in the MCU, but they're obviously not the big deal that Marvel thought they were when they put out that damn series. But yeah, enough messing about, enough talking. Let's just see where Miss Marvel will take us. I wonder if this actress and this character will capture me the way others have. So yeah, let's just see where this goes. So let's just, and also the premiere. Since this is premiere of a new show, you will be able to see the full-length reaction on my Patreon for free. So yeah, you don't have to pledge any money to watch the premiere of this show, but you will have to pledge money if you want to watch the rest of the show. And also, you're probably watching a review you might be watching a review right now on YouTube. All reviews will be coming out, but the reactions themselves will be staying on Patreon, at least for the time being. So yeah, let's just get into Season 1, Episode 1, premiere of Miss Marvel, starting right now. Well, that was indeed a surprise. I didn't expect to like that as much as I did. Okay, not bad at all. I definitely get the teenager vibe from it, the very young teenager vibe. I definitely get that from this. When you've got all like the 2D animation going on in the background, like when it's shown like a 2D stop motion animation of what she's narrating, and she's clearly a fangirl. She's clearly a nerd, and you know, I'll talk about Kamala at the end. Well, mostly, but yeah, Captain Marvel fangirl. Do you not like how she put a blatant bias on Captain Marvel, saying how she was the one who kicked Thanos' ass? No, you don't do that. All the Avengers put in work to do that. She showed up right at the end, Tony was the one who beat Thanos. Do not disrespect his name. Yeah, also talking about Scott Lang having a podcast. I want to listen to that podcast. I tell you what, I want to listen to Scott Lang's podcast. Yeah, basically the whole thing of this episode was AvengerCon, the coming of AvengerCon, the first one. Gotta say though, when we actually saw it, it wasn't as. It's obviously not like a Comic-Con. It's not as. And with a show like this, despite that budget, you can't make it a huge epic event like a normal Comic-Con is. It seemed very small scale compared to a regular Comic-Con. Did have a lot of stuff there though, but yeah. Not to mention, we got introduced to basically a lot of the characters who are going to be in this show, including one of them being the coolest principal I have ever seen. At least I think that's the head teacher. It might just be Mr. Wilson, one of the teachers. It might just be one of the teachers, or it could be the headmaster. If it's the headmaster, he's the coolest headmaster I've ever seen. He's down with the kids. What was that? What? Yeah, but he's down with the kids, or at least he's trying to be. And not to mention all the other characters we met, like her family and friends. I'd say the one I'm liking the most so far is her dad, Abu or Yusuf. But yeah, I like him the most. He seems very. Him and the mum have an interesting dynamic between each other to Kamala, where. Let's talk about the brother as well. The brother seems to accept that Kamala is like this, and he wants her to be happy. He seems like a supportive brother, and he recognises that the mum can be a bit harsh. Which that brings us to the mum. Let's go to the dad first, since the mum was more a part of this episode. Yeah, the dad. He's an interesting dynamic with the mum, considering she's a bit harsh on Kamala and very critical of her. And the dad is the fun one. The dad is the fun one. Yeah, he's the one who's a bit more lenient with her. And then you come to the mum, who's very like this. Like, people can have their religions and their cultures all they want, but just the idea of living in a culture like that, where you've got so much expected of you and your parents pushing so much on you and disapproving of anything that's even slightly outside of their comfort zone, I couldn't deal with that. Because, yeah, the mum, she's got this idea of what she wants Kamala to be. Like, this is who you are, this is what you should be. And if you do anything outside of that, it's a betrayal to me. Like, I can't get behind that idea, even though I recognise that she like, this is obviously the religion, the culture that she's grown up in, and it's what she's used to, and she can't accept that maybe her daughter is a bit more resistant to that, I guess. I can't get behind that idea of telling your kids, like, this is what you should wear, you shouldn't wear that, this is what I think you should wear, and this is what I want for you, and if you don't like it, then you're betraying me if you don't like it. I can't get behind that, even though I get where she's coming from. But yeah, the way they were also talking about that person in the clothing shop as well, like saying how this person decided she wanted to go backpacking in Europe, and it's what she wanted to do, and then they were just disapproving of the idea. Like, you've just got to let people. Sometimes people have aspirations that are not within that you may not be comfortable with, but that's their aspirations. It's not yours, so you've got to go with it. But yeah, that's just my view on it. You've got to live your life the way you want to. God knows there might be people in my life who don't approve of my YouTube career, but this is what I'm doing. People believe I'll never make a career out of this. It's up to you guys to prove them wrong. Please subscribe. Yeah, so that's her family. Then we got her friend Bruno. I like Bruno. He's a very good friend. He makes this costume for her. He makes all these good gadgets for her. He's there with her every step of the way. I love it. And not to mention, he's not completely freaked out by the whole powers thing that showed up at the end. Going back a bit, yeah, that scene as well where she was asking to go to AvengerCon, and then they said that she can go as long as she takes Abu with her, and they were in this whole costume, and then she just lashed out for a second, and it was a hard scene to watch. because you know her expressing her feelings like this is being a bit rebellious. It doesn't go well with the family dynamic. Well, this family's dynamic. And we also got the bangle as well, which it seems to be well, obviously that's the source of her powers, whereas in regular comics I'm pretty sure it's not a bangle. Well, this is just from what I know, but she's an inhuman usually in the comics. At least that's what I think. That's what I got from the Avengers game, and that's the most experience I've had with Kamala. So yeah, the bangle is her power set, and it causes her to shoot out these energy beams like Captain Marvel, and also these energy hands. It put on a good show at AvengerCon when they went there, but it did cause a bit of damage, and honestly, when that Thor's hammer swung down to hit that girl Zoe, I thought that would have killed her straight up, but no, okay. But yeah, now it seems like that Zoe may have a thing. She obviously didn't recognise Kamala in the mask, but now she's going to be going on about that person, and I wonder if she'll ever find out in this series. She's going to be going on about the person who saved her, or maybe endangered her at the thing, and she's going to be wanting to find out who it is, and I wonder if she will find out that it's Kamala at some point, which will be interesting to see as we go along. Kamala, I like her character. I like her character a lot. I like how she was played as well. Her chemistry with all the other actors in the show was top-notch, great. I liked it a lot. And once again, like I said, I really got that teenage vibe from her. Obviously, her little display at AvengerCon is a bit of a... It got some eyes, and now it looks like she's in the crosshairs of, I think that guy with the mustache and the beard, mustache and curly hair, I think he was in. I'm pretty sure he was the one interviewing Peter in Spider-Man No Way Home. At least I think that's him, but I could be wrong. But I've just got to say, this show really surprised me, and I'm going to be very happy going forward watching this. At least I think I will, unless the show majorly falls off. But yeah, I really like it. I really like it a lot. So yeah, I'm going to try and do episode 2 tonight. I'll wait for half an hour and then try and record episode 2. But yeah, I'm just really happy with what I saw. So yeah, that is all we've got for this episode of Miss Marvel. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!